very warm good morning to one and all present here. Myself Dhara from Everest Public School, and today I am so delighted to have this opportunity to speak against the given motion. Fundamental duties should be made legally binding like the fundamental rights. No, I don't support this motion because in a country like India, many are illiterate. So will there be any benefit of binding them with more such legal rules? Anyways, they won't be able to understand what is written over there, and the things will go on as usual as before even if we bind these duties legally. But the fear of punishment will make anyone perform their duties, but it will be just a burden for the police and the judiciary. But yes, if we make these duties legally binding, people will be arrested for not fulfilling their duties. But wait, what will be the result? Jails will be overflowing with such criminals who have unintentionally made the mistake by not fulfilling their duties. Our ethics also supports the duty-based system which it conveys. It comes from the inner conscience and not by imposing the rules. And ultimately what happened there was a great war did occur. So we are all human beings. We do learn from our mistakes. Now let's move on to some of the examples of the recent times. Smoking in public, it's strictly prohibited. But don't we see people smoking in public places? Fines are being imposed for the violators of helmets and seat belts. But are not people still violating the rules even at the cost of their own lives? Now let's move on to the monuments. Guards are being deployed to check whether people are defacing it or not, and even fines are also being imposed for the violators, and there are lots of banners which request people not to scribble or to deface it. But are we successful? No, people are still scribbling and defacing it. For me, actually it's practically impossible for our institution to have a watch on each and everyone to check whether they are following their duties or not. It's true, duty comes from within. It's a matter of inner conscience and not a matter of law. So I strongly believe that binding these duties legally won't have any practically fruitful effect on our society. So in a largely populated country like India, what's the way out? I feel children should be inculcated with these duties from the very beginning, and along with that, binding these duties will only create criminals who will unintentionally make the mistake, and for which our society will have a negative effect instead of going towards a path of development. So what are we supposed to do with such a large number of violators? And even after serving the sentence for the crime they did, they will once again come out of the prison and will repeat the mistake, either intentionally or unintentionally. And yes, one more thing, don't you think bribing will be promoted? Because in the system, these rich people do mistake and bribe their way out. So I conclude by saying binding these duties legally is worthless. I hope I am able to convey my views fruitfully. Thank you for being patient.